at the car wash. Video inside car wash. This is kind of fun. It's January the 10th, and I went to go pick up the groceries, and I figured I needed to get some gas. And so I figured I would go ahead and just get the car wash too while I'm here. I really needed it. I think there was some salt on the car. We had some snow back in November. We had snow. It's pretty cool. This is one of those car washes that has colors on the soap. It's really cool. I'm trying to get my microphone to stay put. Anyway, I kind of wanted to do a video and let you know that I recently lost some weight, and I kind of wanted to explain like why and how I did that. I set a goal for last year in 2025 January to lose some weight, which I kind of do every year, but this year I wanted it to be different. So I was having a lot of pain in my back and my knees, and a little bit of numbness in my hands. I felt tired all the time. I had pretty low energy. My clothes were tight. I was just tired. I was sick and tired of like always having like nothing to wear because my clothes didn't look good or they were just kind of tight. And every time I'd have a doctor's appointment, I'll turn this around. Every time I had a doctor's appointment, all we ever did was talk about, how I wanted to lose weight and I need to exercise and diet more. And so I was just kind of getting tired of the whole thing. And I thought about it constantly. Like, I thought about losing weight in the morning and before bed. And I was constantly like weighing myself and stuff. And I was just kind of fed up. So I decided I was going to I made a video actually a year ago, and then I took some steps, but I never really stuck to it. I'd go up after I'd lose to like 10 pounds, and then I'd go back up, or 5, and then I'd lose the 5 pounds. I did it over and over, and it was about halfway through the year, actually mid-July, and I really wanted to do this, and so I just made a decision. I was gonna really try harder and like try not to binge eat like whenever I'd get off work if I had a stressful day or something like that. So I stopped doing like stopping at convenience stores and getting sweets, and I try to keep the sweets out of the house and try not to snack on just fatty foods and fried foods and stuff like that. So the main thing I did that really helped me lose weight was just eating smaller portions. I ate on small plates and I had small portions. Did a lot of soup, like I ate soup. For some reason that really helped because it kind of filled me up, but it wasn't high calorie and there was a lot of vegetables inside the soup and it was nutritious, but I still enjoyed the taste. When I first started out eating a lot of soup, I got that market side soup, or I think it's market something from Walmart, and they have some really good soups. There was one called lobster bisque, and that was just like amazing. You get a really good car wash. But yeah, at first I did a lot of soups, and then I just kind of focused on protein. Like I really just ate a lot of protein, tried to stay away from the sugar. I cut out alcohol completely. So that was very helpful. If I was out with friends or family, I would just have like a mocktail. And so it was kind of like having an alcoholic beverage, but it wasn't like bad for me. And I had so much more energy after I did that and cut out the sugar and everything. Sugar is just so addictive. But once you kind of stop, then it gets easier. But at first it was definitely a tough thing to do, to cut out sugar. So the main focus was always protein, and then I would eat fruits and vegetables and just try to keep it more on the healthy side. let's see, I also eliminated, well, I didn't eliminate anything except alcohol, but I really cut down on the amount of bread I was eating. I don't eat that much bread anymore, but I would have a little bit if I was having a sandwich or something like that. So anyway, I was pretty successful. All right, guys. So I'm back home, and I got my car washed. I got my groceries put away, and so now I'm ready to just talk to you a little bit more about my weight loss journey. And I was about to say that I've been pretty successful this year, and it took me until about July until I really got I got serious, and I decided I was just gonna kick this thing and make it happen. So. Yeah, it wasn't so much about movement, but I want to focus on that in 2026. I should have done a lot more exercising. I did some walking, but definitely not enough workouts. I have a gym membership, and I really need to use that more often. So that's going to be something I'm going to really try to focus on in the new year. And then I just want to go walking a lot more, just try to get outside more. And I do have a little more energy, and it's definitely easier now. It's easier to go for walks because I'm more comfortable. I don't have aching knees, and my back doesn't hurt as much. And just all those uncomfortable inflammation type feelings that I was having before, I think getting some of that weight off, it really made a big difference. And my confidence is up, and I like wearing cute clothes again. It's like I have a lot of cute outfits that I enjoy wearing. My camera's a little bit off. Let me fix this. So yeah, it's a lot more fun getting dressed. And recently, around the first of this year, I actually tried on some outfits that I hadn't worn in a while, and they were my before outfits, like before after. And every year I kind of do this where I have before outfits, but I never lose the weight, so I don't really get to do the comparison. But I've lost some weight, but I still want to lose about 25 more pounds. I've actually lost about 40 this year since July. I did lose weight at the beginning of the year last year, like about 10 pounds, but then I gain it back and then I lose it, and it's just a cycle. But I finally got some of the weight off, but I'm going to still focus on getting about 25 pounds more off. And let's see, I want to build muscle, so I'm really going to work on that. I have some weights at home, but I also have a lot of yoga videos that help with building muscles in different areas of the body. And one focuses on abs, there's one for booty, there's one that's like full body. There's just all kinds of things with those yoga videos. But I just want to be consistent. So I don't have to do the same thing every day, but just that I do something, some kind of movement incorporated into almost every day. So if I can do it every day, that would be even better. Because I think once you start that habit, it can be easier to stick to. But if you got to do it for about a week or two, maybe even 3 before it really becomes part of your lifestyle. So yeah, I want to work on cardio, a little more cardio, and build up my endurance. I definitely don't get winded when I go upstairs anymore. I kind of forgot that that was an issue before, but yeah, I used to get kind of winded when I go upstairs, and my knees don't hurt. I still am kind of careful when I go up and downstairs, but I don't really need to be because my knees don't hurt anymore. Unless it's like, a real cold weather day or something strange like that, or if I kind of did a little extra work around the house or something, then I might have some aches and pains. And part of that is just getting older. I am 54 now, so there's certain aches and pains that go with that. And so I think that just about covers it all. I just wanted to do a little pre-video before I uploaded some of my before and after pictures. I kind of worked on a video yesterday, and I usually don't use cap cuts when I'm editing. I usually don't use the captions on there, but I watched some other YouTubers that have been using captions, and they say that's really helpful for your viewer the watch hours. So I want to get people to watch a little bit longer. And I found that it is helpful. I've been watching more videos that other people have where they have captions. And I think it would be helpful. But then yesterday when I got done with the video and I wanted to export it and send it to YouTube, I found that CapCut wanted to charge me $20, you know, to have the pro membership. And I really don't want to pay for that. I'm really, you know, kind of getting tired of all the extra apps that you have to get, you know, to get things done. I feel like it doesn't have to be that complicated. So I might just go back and edit the video of the before and after pictures and just take off the captions. And I did a little audio over it too. And I might just take that off and play some music or something at the end of this one. But I hope you find this helpful. If you're trying to lose weight and you've had trouble in the past, don't give up. Just keep trying. Eventually something's gonna stick if you just keep at it. And even if you only lose like 10 or 20 pounds, I mean, every little bit helps. And then maybe the next year you can add on to that and get down a couple more 20 pounds or 10 pounds, whatever your goal is. I mean, you don't always have to achieve it in just, you know, 1 year. It might be 2 years or 3. But I think the important thing is that you keep working on yourself and don't give up. And I do think that sometimes the weight loss has a lot more to do with your diet, with what you put into your body, because it's really hard to work off like 100 calories, you know, just doing exercise. You know, if you can kind of get a control of what you're putting in your body and not overeating, not binge eating, emotional eating, all that kind of stuff. If you can get control of that, it is hard at first, but if you kind of get in a routine, it does get easier. So I'd say just don't give up, and you don't have to do it all in 6 months or 6 weeks or 3 months. You know, it doesn't have to be like that. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, and just give yourself some grace, and eventually things will start to happen for you, hopefully. It did for me, but the true test is going to be getting the next 25 pounds off, and then also keeping it off. So I would love to keep that weight off until hopefully, you know, 2030. And I'm also going to be a grandma in March. So I wanted to set a good example for my grandkids. And then, you know, just live a long, healthy life so I'm around to enjoy them and just be active and do more adventures with YouTube and just all kinds of things like that. So I have a lot to live for, and hopefully this is the best year I've had in a long time. And I definitely haven't weighed this weight in a long time. So I just hope I think it's just going to keep on getting better. And I'll try to, you know, let you know and kind of try to make videos as I go. You know, once I make a little bit more progress, I'll check in with you and do a little update and let you know if I lost like 10 or if I've lost 15 pounds. I'll try to do an update for you and let you know what helped me get to that point. But I guess that's all for now. Thank you for watching this video, and ta-ta for now. Bye. But this year was different because I had a plan of action. And I just was really going to get serious. I lost some weight back in 22, but I wasn't able to really keep it off. I let it creep up. So I was bound and determined to lose weight this year, or in 22 and 25. So I had a little trouble. It kind of went up and down for a while, but then in July, I just decided to get really serious because half of the year was already over and I wasn't making tons of progress. So I just decided to get disciplined about what I eat. I started eating on smaller plates and just focusing more on the protein and making sure it was about half the size of what I had been eating before. I really tried hard too when I had a stressful day at work
to try and just not binge eat or go buy something at the convenience store or Dollar General. Sometimes I would get cravings after work and I would go buy a candy bar or something like that, something sweet or ice cream. And so I stopped doing that, and I decided I would try to eat more fruit. Like if I got a sweet tooth, I would eat fruit, or maybe just like a teeny tiny candy bar and not a big one. But mostly I cut out sweets. And I focused mostly on the protein. I did eat a lot of soup. For some reason, I just was craving soup a lot. I would have a can of soup or half a can of soup and then a handful of oyster crackers. I know that's got a little bit of carbs, but I just kept it small. And then sometimes I would just have like eggs. It was just a quick, easy option. But once I started seeing progress after I made those changes, it was just addictive. So then it was easier to keep going. And then I also kept a journal, and I weighed myself once a week, and then I would also put on a graph how much I was losing each week, and I could slowly see the graph pointing downwards. And I could also I was getting feedback at work from some of the people I work with, and that made me feel good because in the past no one ever noticed. So it was nice to hear that I was getting feedback, and I was also seeing some changes on the scale, and most of all, my clothes started to fit. So it was wonderful. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give me a like, and be sure to join me on my future videos or check out some of the past ones. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.